The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Atlanta Falcons. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. The Falcons at 7-3 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Pacheco once again. And this time he won't even make it back to the line of scrimmage as they stop him in his tracks. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing, Jones. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. You talk about this Falcon defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Looking to throw, Pickett. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Yaya Diaby in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. And now a high kick, but he hit it straight up. call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
9 yards on the first down. Keeper in at 2nd and 1. Well, that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke round. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to it.
That's caught. Waddle on the left side. Just a gain of a couple there, and that'll make it 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tap out on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this one caught by Max Williams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
That's another Falcon. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Short throw underneath to Hurst. Down inside the 10. Touchdown, Falcons. David Hurst, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games, and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Well, this defense for the Falcons very strong in that victory a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. A yard, all they need, but it's third down. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Odafe Oweh in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And here's Ryan Wright now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is taken at the 10. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it will be Falcon football. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now Jones. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Aaron Donald in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. But they tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey, and he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake. Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now it's 3rd and 4. But just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. And he's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will be taken at the 13. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
Second down and 8.
Here's Pickett. Dancing to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's a 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a rush for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett.
Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. Prater's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again, Jones. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. from the shotgun to McCaffrey. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
Odafe Owe so quick, and he gets to him there behind the line.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Here's Pickett on second down.
And incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Pickett will look to throw it here.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Off the play fake. Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
On third down, it's Pacheco.
And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Pickett looking to throw on second down. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion force there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey.
And he's got it to about the 40.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Pickett back to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 19. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It was Matt Judon that time who worked his way in to blow that play up.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15.
And London, the motion man right. Now Pickett.
He finds his target, Allen. Touchdown, Saints. Keenan Allen, 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Saints have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Now Matt Prater for the point after. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score Saints 10, Falcons 7. Matt Prater set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
They'll set up the screen to Pacheco.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The all-everything defensive tackle, Aaron Donald, the one who made the play there.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9.
Throwing Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Off play action. Pickett.
Short throw to Disley. Runs through the contact. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on second down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Here's a quick throw caught by Allen. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 49 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscle all over the field and getting pushed down.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. Now Pickett will look to pass it. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Pickett now, third and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Allen Lazard from 10 yards out. And the Saints will add to their fourth quarter lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Buda Baker with a pick. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Got to figure now after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Second down, here's Pickett.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
But, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sign of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open just a split second too late on the release. Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey with career touchdown number 75. And the Saints are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Prater for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Jones. And my goodness, another interception. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
First and 10 at the 37-yard
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front.
Yeah, don't let him get away with that. Totally a penalty. Yeah, that's right. Don't let him get away with that. Let's go.
The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And down to the 36-yard line here.
65 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
Trying to get to the outside. This is McCaffrey. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
And it's 3rd down.
How about teamwork?
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. McCaffrey on the counter, and he is going to lose yardage here. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
A 53-yard attempt.
Prater's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
Now they got to get to the line quickly.
A 9-yard loss. It's now 2nd and 19.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Timberland.
Back to throw. Jones. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And this is a situation where as a head coach you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
You don't see too many cornerbacks coming up with hits like that in the running game. He announced his presence right there and knocked it back for a loss.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Christian McCaffrey with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point good by Prater. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And, Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Saints, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now.